Hello and welcome to another episode of Monticello Minute Unscripted. I'm your host, Keith Wallace. As I've always, we're recording in the Advanced Printing Studios right off the square in beautiful downtown Monticello. We've got a special episode for you today. We always like to focus on physical fitness around here. We love to be healthy, and we feel like our community is at its best when it's at its healthiest. And we've got a person today that's a friend of the show that owns the premier fitness place in Monticello, and she's back to talk to us a little bit about what's going on there, and she's brought a couple guests with us that you're really going to want to hear from. So let's start it out. Welcome back to the show, Monica.
Thank you very much, Keith.
Now, of course, this is Monica Napier. She's with Paradigm Fitness. Tell us a little bit about what's going on at Paradigm right now.
So we've got some new really cool things happening at Paradigm. We just launched our semi-private personal training, and it is a customized program for anyone, especially for 40 and older.
Oh, wow.
Yes, and so it's very helpful for anyone that has difficulty moving, has pain, and has goals that they want to reach in order to live a better life as we get older. The workouts are all customized to what their goals are, and it's a small group energy. We only train 4 to 6 at a time, and it's results-driven training system that helps you improve strength, improve range of motion, and just all around feel good, move better, and live your best life.
Well, fitness and good health is important at every stage of life, but I can definitely attest to the fact that over 40, which I happen to be part of that group, it gets harder.
It does.
You have to be even more diligent. You have to pay more attention. You have to do more to stay healthy and to stay in that type of shape. Your body, you're almost fighting it all the time just to try to stay in shape and keep things going. So I'm thrilled to hear that you've brought something new that focuses strictly on that age group. I think there's a lot of people in our community that are going to love to hear that. Now, just so we can reiterate, Paradigm Fitness has been in Monticello now for 3 years?
6 years.
6 years? Stay way behind. But you've been in a new location.
For a year.
For a year.
Yes.
And if you don't know where the new location is, what's that address?
It's 916 Old Warren Road. It's headed out towards like you're going to the hospital.
Yeah, drive down Old Warren Road, go past Vera Lloyd, look to your right, you can't miss it. Great facilities, great people. Of course, I'm sure anybody's welcome to stop by and take a tour and talk to you anytime.
Absolutely.
To find out what's going on and see more of what's happening out there. Now, you've brought some people with you today.
I have.
And they're trainers.
Yes.
Well, that's great. We're looking forward to hearing what they've got to say. Now, our first guest here is Maci.
Yes, sir.
Now, Maci, tell our viewers at home a little bit about yourself.
Sure. I moved to Monticello in 2021. I married John Wells.
Okay.
And I have a son. His name is William. He's a 5th grader at MIS. And Monica was one of the first people I met when I moved here. I wanted to teach yoga, and I Googled gyms in Monticello. Paradigm popped up, and the rest is history.
So you moved here in 2021, you say? Okay. And you obviously already had a history in physical fitness and yoga.
Yes, sir.
And you wanted to continue that here in Monticello. And Monica had the facility to do that. Well, that's awesome. So you've been out there for how long now?
Since 2021.
Okay, since you got here.
Yes, so 4 or 5 years.
And yoga, I kind of know what that is. Now, when I think of yoga, I think of stretching and sitting and moving slowly but deliberately.
I think that's a great way to explain it. There are probably 100 definitions.
Yeah.
My favorite is basically yoga is the art of connection.
Okay.
Whether it's with your breath in your body, or learning to find stillness and help with your focus and concentration. I like to advocate for our yoga classes because I design them to be available to any level of fitness. I've got people who just want to sit and stretch, and if you want to do a handstand, you're welcome. But
I love that you said that, because when people think physical fitness and they think gyms and they think, man, we're going to work up a sweat. We're going to get in there, we're going to work. It's going to be a lot of hard work. But so much of proper health is also slowing down, relaxing, mental focus, mental clarity.
Absolutely.
And one you just said that really popped in my mind is breathing. You know, breathing's something we take for granted, I feel like.
Absolutely.
We wake up we breathe all the time, whether we're awake or asleep, you know.
Yep.
But we don't realize how important breathing is to making everything else in our body work. And so many times I feel like when we have mental stress or even physical stress on our body, the key is we're not breathing right. We need to
100%.
stop. We need to slow our breaths. We need to
Yes.
be more deliberate with our breaths. And when we're awake and we're asleep. And yoga's kind of in between in there because you get to a state of relaxation where you're almost at rest, but you're still awake.
I've caught a few snores in class at the end. We do take time to deliberately relax at the end. And I like to say, if you can breathe, you can do yoga.
And this is for all age groups.
Absolutely. We do. We have a wide variety of people who come.
And aside from yoga, you also do Pilates. Is that
Yes,
correct?
sir.
Can you tell us a little bit about Pilates?
Pilates is usually a body weight. Mat Pilates is what we do. So using body weight or really light weights. It focuses a lot on the core and just being able to do it any place, anytime. We have a lot of specific movements that we do. And again, it can be for all levels. You can make it harder or you can make it easier. And a lot of people like it because of the core focus, helps with your posture, helps with back pain. And it's an incredibly approachable
And the core is the
exercise.
place where all those weekend beers end up, you know, right there in the core. And I can also attest to back pain. That's something else when you're talking about that over 40. Start having more pains. They just kind of pop up all over the place. And a lot of times they're in the back. So that sounds like another great course that people can take to help with their overall health and help them feel a little bit more better. Because when you feel better, you are better.
Absolutely,
Right.
yeah. That's a great way.
Well, that's great news.
Thank you.
Now, Derrick, how long have you been with Paradigm Fitness?
About 3 months. I've been prepared on about 3 months now.
Well, tell us your story. Where'd you come from? Are you from here?
I'm not from here. I'm originally from Stuttgart, Arkansas. That's where I
Stuttgart.
graduated school from. And I moved here, and I've been here about 3 years roughly.
What brought you here?
Just after I got out the military, I came here, and I moved in with my mom and just was looking for an opportunity. And
Military service.
yes, sir.
What branch were you in?
I was in the Army.
Awesome. Well, that's why you look so fit. Then.
Yes, sir.
You know,
Yes,
living
sir.
that Army life. And
Yes,
you
sir.
come here to Monticello. You like the town.
Yes, sir. I love it. I love
You
it.
like
I
the
love
people.
It. Yes, sir.
And obviously, you like Paradigm Fitness.
I do love Paradigm Fitness. It's a great opportunity that I was given about 3 months ago. I was just looking for a job, knew when I was coming back to Monticello. And I called Monica, and I was like, hey, I was just interested in getting to know a little bit more about a membership because I was looking for gyms around here to go work out at. And I called her, and then just it all unfolded perfectly. Like you couldn't explain it to anyone how it all worked out.
Well, and it's nice. You know, she just highlighted that this semi-private workout is something new they're offering and something they're very excited about.
Yeah.
And you fall directly into that.
Yeah,
don't you?
yeah. That is what I do there at Paradigm, and it is
Explain
quite
a little
the
bit about it.
experience.
Yeah. Explain
So-
about what it is for our viewers.
So our semi-private training is, like you said, about a group of 4 to 6 people. Okay, it's good for one to be around a group of 4 to 6 people because of community. It's good to work out around a group of people that you know are kind of going through the same thing. Good to talk to people because everyone's there for the same reason, but different in a sense, if that makes sense.
Yeah, of course it does. You know, and it's funny you talked about the group mentality and how important it is.
Yeah.
I had a friend of mine on here a couple weeks ago, and she was talking about mental health. And we talked about the most detrimental thing to mental health is isolation.
Yeah.
It makes people stay in their houses. It makes them not want to get out.
Yeah.
But when they can get out with a small group of people that they feel like are in the same situation they are, and work together, it creates that community, that small group that can talk to each other. And of course, you're the leader. You're leading them along. You're helping them. You're telling them what to do.
Yeah.
But it all kind of works together to where it gives them a sense of belonging and a sense of we're a team.
Right.
You know.
We're all a team. We're all chasing different goals, but we're all working hard to get there.
So just give me a quick summary of what type of stuff you're doing. Are you working out with weights?
So it's functional strength training. We do a lot of mobility. Like Monica
Jumping
said, we deal
rope?
with a lot of people who have
Not
injuries.
really in that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
So-
yeah, it's different.
It's a little different than that. We want to do things safely, of course,
Gotcha.
which is why our training is different than most places because
You can look at something, like if I walked in there, you could look at me and like, whew, we got to go slow with this one.
Yeah, no.
He's way out of shape. We can't
So,
push him.
we can work with anyone.
Let's just start with doing the bar,
And sometimes we do, and sometimes
Yeah.
it's just dumbbells, and sometimes it's just body weight, and sometimes it's a PVC pipe. It just depends on the person, and they progress at their own rate.
And that's the advantage to having a trainer. They can train and do this. All right, well, it's been great having you on again. Before we let y'all go, we just want to remind our viewers, we've already talked about the location, but before they come out and see you personally, where can they find you virtually? You got a Facebook page?
Yes, Facebook, Instagram, we have a website as well.
Tell me, what's that website?
It's paradigm-fitness.net.
Okay, paradigm-fitness.net. Paradigm Fitness right here in Monticello, Arkansas. Owner Monica Napier, her great training staff. And I'm sure there's even more trainers. I'm
There
sure you've
is,
got all kind of options available and opportunities. So be sure to check them out because we want to be healthy. A healthy person is the best person you can be. And we want a whole community full of healthy people. Thank y'all for coming out.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We'll be right back. We've been talking a little bit on the Monticello Minute Unscripted about different media forms and different platforms that have really evolved and become more popular. And one of them that we've talked about is podcasting. Podcasting gives people an opportunity to listen to different subjects and different people talk about different things. And it's almost become effortless of how easily it is to access these things. And just recently, I think it was on the Emmys, that they come up with a special category for podcasting to where it's really being recognized for all the good that it's doing in the community and really getting people connected on certain things. And today we've got two people here in studio with us. Local folks right from across the river in Warren, Arkansas, who started a podcast. They're about 40 some odd episodes in, and it's really gained a lot of popularity. It's something you're definitely going to want to check out. The name of the podcast is Two Shades of Life, and the creators of it are right here with us. One of them is my good friend Britny Duncan.
Yes.
Welcome to the show, Britny. And Christina
Forrest.
Christina Forrest. They're here to talk a little bit about it. So let's just kind of start with talking about y'all. Tell our viewers a little bit about yourselves.
So we have been friends for a long time, since 2011.
Wow,
So
that's a
granted,
long time.
We,
Okay.
Granted, I know more have a history together, but in our short time, even though it seems like a long time, we've been through a lot.
I bet.
And
I bet.
so, I mean,
Individually and collectively.
yes. So we can relate to a lot of things together and separately.
Well, what do y'all do individually besides the podcast?
Well, I've been in real estate for many years, which you know,
Yes, yes.
and then took a break. I'm actually in commercial insurance,
Oh, wow, okay.
and then we'll be picking back up my license with that company as well.
And you're married, and I think you've got an 18-year-old son, is
Yeah,
that
he'll
correct?
be 18 this year, and the other one will be 11.
Wow, wow. So full-time worker, full-time mom, full-time podcast.
Oh, yeah.
And full-time wife. So that's
Yeah,
a lot going on.
That is a full-time job.
And what about
And
you,
it's
Christine?
I am currently a stay-at-home mom.
Awesome,
I have a
awesome.
2-year-old daughter and almost will be 13 Wednesday daughter.
Two
And
daughters,
so
okay.
Husband and I'm living the mom life right now.
Yeah.
And y'all created this podcast, I'm guessing, just off conversations y'all had with each other. You
I
know?
thought she was playing. I thought she was playing. I was
Yeah.
like, she can't be for real.
It was 2 years. We talked about it, and it was like, we should do this, and then we brought it to fruition finally. And so it's not perfect, it's not polished, and that's the way we wanted it to be. We wanted to just come together as two women, two wives, two mothers, two best friends, and have something that everybody can relate to, that may be struggling with something, or they just want to listen to something off the hinges,
Well, I've listened to several episodes, and I can tell you, it's nothing. If you're going to tune into it, be ready. It's not going to be a lot of serious conversation. There's going to be a lot of fun mixed
It
in.
is.
Now, there's going to be some serious topics talked about.
Yes.
There's going to be some things that people, especially women, can relate to and say, I know exactly what they're talking about.
Absolutely.
And y'all do it by working off each other. You're so good together as far as creating chemistry to where when you're listening to the podcast, it's almost like even if people don't know you, it's like they're sitting there in a room with two friends.
Well, that's kind of what we wanted.
Yeah.
And I could tell that's kind of what you were going after. When y'all decided to do this, obviously two interesting people want to talk about some interesting things. Can you tell us a little bit about some of the topics that you've brought up on your podcast?
Some of them are hard, some of them are heavy, but a lot of them are funny as well. For me, I like talking about things, trauma-based.
Of course.
Mental health awareness is very important with us. We really enjoy getting to know one another in that sense. Like I told Britny, I was like, I learn about you every week just as well as she learns about me. We both understand and how each other thinks, how we get through things.
We already knew each other, and we knew the deepest, darkest parts of us that we've maybe struggled with in the past or currently struggle with. But when we actually sit down together and break that down and then express our feelings over it, we really get to know each other better. And granted, I do implore you to, put the description in every episode, and we let you know, hey, this may contain heavy subjects. Please read those trigger warnings. If it's an explicit episode, we do tend to have those. So we're just ourselves, we don't try to sugarcoat anything or be anybody we're not. We just want to be raw, open, and honest.
And, Two Shades of Life, how'd you come up with that name?
A blonde and a brunette.
I got you.
And plus, we in two different backgrounds. A lot of stuff we've gone through is similar, but both of us each have our own separate identity.
We're alike in so many ways, but we are very different in so many ways. So it's
I was just thinking that, you're two wives, you're two mothers, but you're also two people, two separate people. And like I say, different backgrounds. Maybe you've gotten to the same place, but you got there different ways.
That's right.
And
Absolutely.
You're talking about that, and there's no, you can't fake chemistry that old friends have. When you've got old friends, you can just talk, and it makes the conversation so much easier and flow so much better. And when I listen to your podcast, most time I'm walking or doing some type of exercise, and it's just having that conversation in my ear where I'm listening, and it's like I can say this: when I listen, Britny, you're more of the straight person. Christina, you're more of the relief.
I'm out there.
It's I guess the term they use now is you're a little more unfiltered. Britny seems to be a little more filtered, and I like that. You play off that well, and you're right. The conversations can get deep, and they can get serious. It's not a comedy show that you're putting out.
Right.
It's real life,
is.
That's how you're wanting to display it. But at the same time, you keep it light enough that people think it's going to be okay.
Yeah.
These ladies got through it. These ladies dealt with that, and they've come out the other side, and they can talk about it.
Right.
And for a lot of women, especially, mothers especially, wives who are struggling with things that they don't know how to get out and how to deal with and how to talk about, to hear two people that's been through it and lived it and come out the other side and can now talk about it, that's probably about the best therapy I think anybody could ask for.
Absolutely.
That's been my main goal. It's been healing for me.
It's been our own therapy session. Creating a podcast wasn't just for the world; it was for us.
Exactly.
It's like a free therapist.
Every week we get something off our chests.
And that was going to be my next question. You've been doing it now for 40-something episodes.
Next month will be a year.
So you've been doing it almost a year. And what's your goal moving forward? I mean, obviously you've enjoyed the journey. It helps you. Obviously it's helped other people. But what would you like to see with it? What would you like to see it turn into moving forward?
We do plan on expanding a bit. We did also talk about video initially, but we like to keep it, that's our private personal space right now. We have our video segments every Sunday that we post.
I've seen that on Facebook.
But we are in our comfort zone, in our room, and there's no cameras on, and we can just talk.
That's right.
And so we do have plans moving forward to branch out, but we want to put the word out there so much that whatever comes out of it, we don't care about monetary gain, obviously, but we would love for more people to be touched by it.
I just want people to feel a little bit more seen. You know,
Yeah.
if we can make somebody feel a little less alone, you know, just spreading that relatability for people to really just dive into and say, you know, like you said, they've been through some things.
Yes.
Can't stress that enough. From a mental health standpoint,
Yeah.
isolation is the worst thing
It is.
that people can do. And to have a release and to have a friendly voice that even if they don't know you personally, when they've listened to you enough, they feel like they've got a good connection. And that voice that you're giving them can help pull them out of a dark place. And I know that's what you want to do. Before we let you go, we want to just talk to you a little bit about if somebody hasn't listened to the podcast, or even if they're new to podcasting, where can they go to find the Two Shades of Life podcast?
We are on Apple Podcasts and Spotify.
Apple
we
Podcasts
do try
and
to
Spotify.
post to YouTube, you know, just kind of updates, and we do video segments every Sunday where we just do a 10-minute or less funny video segment.
And you can find that on Facebook, correct?
TikTok as well. We do
TikTok
TikTok
as well.
and Instagram.
We post the video. Everything is posted to TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. So you can find information every week if you just follow Two Shades of Life.
A lot of social media exposure, plus Apple Music and Spotify are the two most popular streaming services. So easy to find. Just type in Two Shades of Life, and that's TWO, Shades of Life, and check out Britny and Christina. I think you'll really enjoy it. We appreciate you having y'all on, and I wish
for
y'all the
having
best
us.
moving forward.
Thank you so much for
Thank
having
you.
us.
We're excited here at Monticello Minute Unscripted to have our sponsors, Monticello Chevrolet GMC, Arkansas Superior Federal Credit Union, and The Woods, a Nightingale community. We thank them for their support and for making this broadcast possible.